Hello, this is Bandar Alajmi. Today I'm gonna talk about making an MSU commute system more sustainable. This is the introduction. It's about New Mexico State University. It's a public school since 1888, urban campus. It's 900 acres. It's located in Las Cruces, New Mexico, United States. The university population. First, let's talk about the undergraduates. They are about 12,000 students, and postgraduates. They are about 2,500, 2,600, and the academic staff it's kind of the same, and the other staff like the workers and New Mexico State University Police Department and all these stuff. They are around like 2,300, 2,400. And this is a chart for the commute routine. If you see here is the cars, they are around 45, and the bicycles they're around 17 to 18, and the electric bikes like they are around 14 to 15, and the Aggie shuttles they are like approximately about 10, and the ones who use Uber they are like around 12 or something like 12 to 13. And we'll talk today about the global warming. It's a long-term rise in average temperature, and we need to like the greenhouses gases and aerosol and soot, solar activity, and variation in Earth's orbit. CO2 footprint. A carbon footprint is historically defined as the total emissions caused by an individual, event, organization, or product expressed as carbon dioxide equivalent. Like cars and trucks account for 15 to 20% of the global carbon emissions. Passenger cars like 200 gram to CO2 per kilometer, and the trucks are 280 gram for each kilometer, and both combined like 229 gram for each kilometer. This is the daily footprint for all kind of vehicles. If you see in the first, if you use, we suggest to use the bicycles to produce zero carbon emissions. And if you see in the chart, this is how much all the kind of vehicles produce CO2. The buses and the cars and the trains and hybrid cars and buses and airplanes, and this is the average car and the SUVs. And here's promoting the Aggie shuttles. The most students ride alone, so we need to make promotions and discounts to use the shuttles to reduce the CO2 emissions. And the staff and students both can avail them. The carbon footprint reduced to about one fourth, overcrowding in campus and parking problems. So if all the students or the staff use the shuttles, like they will solve a lot of problems, from the parking problems to the CO2 emissions. They will reduce it and all this stuff. And this is a quick calculations about for the solo drivers, like for the like we say 20,000 drivers, like if you multiply it by 0.544, we will have like 10,080 kilograms per mile. And this is the other calculations for the Aggie shuttles and the reduction in CO2 footprint. Like we got like 75% reduction from the CO2 emission. And in conclusion, Aggie shuttles can reduce carbon emissions by as much as 75% and reduces overcrowding on campus and the reduction of load and parking areas on campus, funds by advertisement on bus bodies. So this is the conclusion, and thank you very much.